Welcome to episode 3 of Sangatsu no Lion. Last time we got to see a little more Shogi. We met his lifelong rival, learn more about Akari, and just got to see more relationships and interactions with these characters, so I hope to see more of that going forward. So we'll see what we get. We'll watch this episode and discuss it. Subtitles and timer are on the screen if you want to follow along that way, or you can pull up the full episode on the side, but either way, let's get into it. In 3, 2, 1, play. Starting off with the OP, which is great. And while that plays, let me say that if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Sangatsu comes out every Friday with other videos every single day of the week. Also check out the description down below for Twitter and Discord links if you want to hang out there, and Patreon, where you can support the channel, get these videos early, vote in polls to decide what shows I'm going to watch, and all that stuff. Thank you. Since I like this OP so much, I was just thinking about... I looked down at the English lyrics and realized that I've never attempted to read them before. So I was just thinking about like the Bakemonogatari ED situation where I hadn't really read the lyrics that much or registered what they were saying, because I tend to just not do that. Not only about avoiding spoilers, but because I just don't generally care, because I just prefer listening to the OP and being able to sing along with it, with what they're actually saying, which is typically in Japanese. I don't generally much end up looking at the English translation. I just like listening to it as a song. But yeah, at some point I'll probably check out what the lyrics actually are, just to get some more meaning behind it. But again, avoiding any potential spoilers, you know, we'll let the show speak for itself, and then you can go and examine the OP after the fact. Curtains would be good. You probably need a lot more than curtains. Food, for one. Anything else. I guess you don't need other things in there, but, I don't know, it'd be nice. The Lion King. It's a really good meal you got there. Real good. So, we're doing The Lion King as long as it's the you know, the real one and not the 2019 abomination. But we're playing against Nikaido. First time in a while. Harunobu. Chapter 5. Alright, whoa, colorful balloons everywhere. Holy shit. It's a hell of a lot of balloons. Those could float away somebody's house. Sounds awesome. Oh, nice. We get some flashback. When they were really young, playing against each other. Yeah, he's very sweaty, very red. It's probably affecting his game. He's too hot. You feel hot just looking at him, and you feel bad for him. They're up on a roof of a tall building, so, you know, it's not helping things. Shit. Get this boy some help. You don't have any of those little fans, like anything at all, more water, anything you can do for this child. You wanted to, I was just about to say, you wanted to end the match as quickly as possible to help him out. I mean, if it's for his benefit and you do have the ability to do that, then is it arrogance? Confidence is okay. So even as it seemed like he was definitely going to lose, he still fought back. He wasn't trying to just lose and get out of there quickly. He was fighting through the pain and trying to come back and win, even if it was fruitless. Man, this Ray seems to look for any excuse to sort of be hard on himself. Yeah, he clearly does. That's why he's here. He can't do anything. He can't win, apparently. But he wants to anyway, and he's still trying to. Even if it means a long battle in the sun. Damn. That's respectable, though. Like, good for him. Holy shit. What an immediate way to get you to like a character. Like in the last episode, he came out and he was all screaming and excitable. So you might not really know how to think about him right away, but this is a great backstory to immediately get you to respect someone, especially being so young. And it's a good insight into Ray's feelings, too. So this showed him this guy's determination to win, and how hard it must have been for him to lose. And from there on, he considered him his rival. Yeah, he realized, like, this is what happens when I beat somebody, and I'm going to be sitting across from these faces for so long. That was a really great flashback. Okay. On a non-stop train, like the movie Unstoppable, except it did stop at the end. Spoilers. Or The Never-Ending Story, also ended. Fourth floor. Bad luck. Hey guys. We went to H Mart a while ago, which is like an Asian supermarket, and they didn't have a fourth aisle because of bad luck. Whoa! They also didn't have a 13th aisle, though, because of Western superstition, so... Or wherever exactly 13 is unlucky. Might be an Eastern thing, too. But either way, they didn't have a 4 or a 13, so that's the only explanation. Okay. Focus. Prepare for battle. Get those breathing techniques in. Focus your fucking ham on, or your... whatever the Demon Slayer shit was. I don't know. Alright, let's see if you can win, Nikaido. I know you definitely can't, but give it the old college try. Stay hydrated. We're not outside. It might not be as hot today as it was all those years ago. Although maybe. I don't know. Maybe he'll sweat a lot. All the characters could be cheating at shogi at all times, and I would have no idea. Which is a pretty funny thought. I like to assume that they are. Bakemonogatari? Head tilt? Okay. He's improved. Cool. I have to attack. I summon the Dark Magician. That's probably part of Shogi, most likely. It's a good chance that you can summon the Dark Magician. Was it just like 3 o'clock there? Are they still playing? Didn't they start at like 11:30? Sweat? Not tears, right? It's still going. Yep, it's happening. This is a long fucking match. Is this normal? Do they usually go for this long on the professional circuit? He's a sweaty boy. Well, shit. You can't have that. Hell's wrong with you? But he, is concerned for him. But he just wants to keep going. Yeah, it's better than that day. It has to be. You're indoors and... He described that day as hellishly hot. Yeah, he just wants to play. So let's go. Obviously, those are the monsters that have been sent to their graveyards over there on the side. Because they didn't have enough attack points. I'm learning. I'm learning how to play as we go. He put the thing! He put the piece on the table! Shit, boy. That's a fucking hell of a move. He dropped again. Didn't do the kin. I don't know. I literally don't know. Used fucking hyper beam. Now he has to recharge. Nice. Put the glasses up into place. Yes. Alright, his determination to also not want to lose. Got a little flabbergasted by his surprise move. But he's refocused, he's calm. Calm mind. Another acceptable move in the game of Shogi. Jesus Christ! Again, is that normal? It's just an all-day event. One Shogi match? Like, the ones he played before didn't seem that long, but again, like, when you get into the really high-level stuff... Maybe. Maybe this happens often. They're the only ones left. I don't think it's a common occurrence, necessarily. Yep, same thing, same result. But he kept trying, and he kept improving. Wow. It's Colonel Sanders. How you doing? Around the world in 80 days? Okay. You just get rid of your wife for months? So he's kind of a rich boy. God damn. Wow. Way to immediately make me feel bad for a character and like them. Holy shit. Yeah, like everything we get with him in this episode is a far cry from what we saw of him last time, when he was just assaulting Kiriyama from all sides. This is such a different view of him. Okay. I mean, he inspires him to keep going, keep trying, keep improving. Yeah. I almost got a little teary-eyed again in the car. If that shit's happening this early in the show, I don't even want to keep watching what's going to happen later when we actually get into the real shit. I wouldn't mind keeping the focus on him for the rest of the episode, but what we got was already really good, so okay, we're going to go hang out with the sisters for a little bit. Can they hear you from out there? I guess so, hi. Momo! Is she upset about something? Is he closer in age to Hina or Akari? Because he's like 17, 18, something. She looks like she could be like 13-ish. Akari could be like early 20s. Again, they don't mention the dad. He always says grandma and mom. One of those is not a cucumber, but I get it. Okay. I see. I was gonna say. I did say. Because she did say cucumber horses. And I was like, there's one. One's an eggplant. I mean, yeah, for dealing with grief. Yeah, but I mean, I guess it helps you deal with those feelings. Even the cats stayed for the ceremony. Okay. Seems like she needs some alone time. Gotta get that manga. That's important. Yeah. Oh! A good slap on the ass. Alright, but yeah, she clearly wants some time alone after that. So are we getting Shonen Jump, or What are we getting? I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely not going there. Some other spot that she likes to go. I guess she hasn't noticed him following her this whole time. Just go stare out at the water, like he said he likes to do. Well, damn. I don't think there's anything I can even say there. Shit. What are you doing to me already, show? Why are you doing these things? Just the voice acting, animation, music, art is all so good. It affects me immediately. And the fact that he saw it. Hello, random guys. Keep going. Okay, yeah. Conflict avoided. I didn't know what was going on there with those guys. Put like a hand on her shoulder or something. Oh man. That's just... Wow. Yeah. That's what some people do. They just try to avoid those sad feelings and they just kind of ignore them. Rather than kind of dealing with them and just letting themselves feel. Sometimes it's nice to just have a good emotional outburst and kind of get it out of your system and deal with it. Accept it. And move past it. Well, shit. If this is already happening at episode 3, then goddamn. Can't wait for what the future has in store. Should I... Is it advisable for me to watch this show when I want to just feel upset? But it seems like it has a lot of really nice, happy, uplifting stuff in it too, or at least it could. So, I don't know. Maybe there will be a really good mix of happiness and sadness, and yeah, we'll see how it goes, but obviously that was really great, so yeah, I can't wait for whatever is gonna happen later on in the story, but for now, let's talk about this one. I'm gonna listen to the ED every time. I'll probably listen to it every time. Alright, episode 3, so yeah, we're already getting emotional. In episode 2, during one small scene, I had a small, like, single tear build up somewhere in the back. Here, no, just full on start crying a bit already, this early on. So yeah, I'm excited for what the future of this show will hold, but also kind of worried, like, damn, this is gonna make me, it's gonna hurt, huh, in certain ways. It's gonna make me feel some stuff. But that's good. I'm very much looking forward to that. You know, that Madoka finale, that was horrifying, but it was a lot of fun. So, I can't wait. It's already really doing that to me. That scene at the end, I love both halves. But yeah, since we're talking about that, the whole second portion with the family and Hinata and grieving and dealing with loss and the different way people deal with it is really good. That scene was just great. It just felt really genuine and real. It didn't really feel like manufactured. Like the author was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put in a big cry moment to really get to the audience. We're gonna go for like maximum drama. It just felt natural, just like we're peeking into a private moment of this character, this real emotion that she would be feeling. And they really just sold it with the production, just the art and animation, the music and the voice acting. Hanakana, she's one of the most, if not the most, famous voice actress in Japan for anime. So yeah, I mean, she did a great job there. I totally bought it. There's so many scenes and shows that might happen later on when you know more about the characters or understand them better. Something like that happens and you just don't really care. It's kind of cheesy. You don't buy it. It's over the top. But here, I was sold on it entirely. And we know very little about them, really. We understand their general situation and what they're going through. But especially her specifically. We learned more about Akari last time. But we know very little about Hinata personally. And yet it was still just so impactful because it was so well done. And having Rei there, observing it and how he's feeling about the whole thing, that was damn good. As you saw, it really got to me. It was hard to watch and hard to react to because I didn't know what I could say and I didn't feel like it was appropriate to say anything, which is perfect because that's how you're supposed to feel when, or that's how you generally would feel when that's happening to you in real life. And that's kind of how Rei felt. If somebody close to you is acting like that and crying and feeling down and you don't know what to do and like, should I approach them? Should I say something? Should I try to comfort them? Should I let them be? Especially, you know, she went off on her own to go be in private because she didn't want to break down around her family or anything. And you don't know what to do. So that conveyed that really well. But for him to go up to her and kind of be there for her a little bit and just get his perspective on it too. With this ceremony about their mom and their grandma, which again, they only mention mom and grandma. So I might have to go back to what they said about the dad in episode 2. I just remember they mentioned him in some way, but he must just not be there. He must have just left or something. The mom and grandma seem to just be the dead ones. So yeah, to have this ceremony, and he's like, I don't know why we do stuff like this. It seems like it's just painful. It's just bringing back these sad memories. But of course, funerals are much more so for the living than they are for the dead. It's a good way to help people grieve and move on. You have this ceremony where you feel like you're putting them to rest or where you just feel like you're doing something in some way, and it just helps to get those emotions out there and helps to let you accept it and move past it in the future. And same with just feeling the emotions in general, just letting yourself feel, letting yourself have those emotional outbursts, those good cries, allows you to deal with it better. And so he was saying that after his family died when he was young, he kind of just repressed those emotions because they were too painful, and that's what some people do. Some people will just ignore it. Like if they lose somebody, maybe they'll just like take down all the pictures of them, kind of erase any trace that they were ever there because thinking of them is just too painful and they don't want to have to deal with it. And you know, it's what's the right way, what's the wrong way. I definitely think you should definitely let yourself feel and express yourself and just come to accept these things and be able to move on. But that was kind of the start of it for him just putting all that aside, focusing only on shogi, which is now just this endless cycle, this endless train ride. And yeah, that was a very powerful scene at the end. And then we also have a lot more characterization for Nikaido, which, holy shit, that was great. What a way to really introduce a character, because last time we had some time with him and he's a little annoying, just like, I'm screaming, I'm in your face, and Rei's like, what the fuck? And clearly you're supposed to be a little off-put by him because Rei is as well. But when we really, this is like his real introduction, we get to see what he's actually like, and it's a huge turn. I feel like anybody who may have been annoyed by him in episode 2 is going to be totally on his side now. It's really simple. We just see him playing shogi and his attitude towards that. but it's enough, for me at least, to really get me endeared to his character. I thought that was extremely effective. That was a fantastic flashback. Just them playing when they were young on this extremely hot day on the roof, and he's anemic, he's sweating, he's tired, he's very poor health up here, and from what they say, I can't confirm, being as not knowledgeable about shogi as I am. I mean, that's a facade. I'm just, of course, really, I know everything about shogi, and if I were to seek out a professional tournament today, I would clearly sweep the floor with the competition with my Blue Eyes White Dragon, which I do believe is legal to use in a shogi deck. So, obviously, but yeah, from what they said, he had no chance of winning. And Ray even felt like, I gotta end this quickly to help this kid out, which he then felt bad about because he thought it was arrogant. He really looks for ways to kind of make everything bad and be hard on himself as often as he can. But Nikaido just kept going. He was there just like everybody else for all the same reasons. He was there to play as much as possible and to win. So he pushed through all of that and just kept going, even when it seemed completely pointless. He kept doing it. And now he's seeing Ray as his rival. He's used that to keep playing, keep improving, and while he still couldn't win now, he still put up a hell of a fight. I don't know how common matches that long are. I wouldn't say they're common at all. I'm sure they're usually much shorter than that, especially on a lower level, and everybody else there was already gone by that point. Their match lasted the entire damn day. But when you get to that really high up level, where two people are of relatively close skill levels, how common is something like that? Is that an anomaly, or is that to be expected at a certain point? I don't know, but the fact that they kept playing for that long, that you saw how much he improved, that Ray was even surprised by one of his moves a little bit, but he's stayed calm, focused, realized that, hey, I'm here to win too, and I'm going to, and just to see him once again push through all this. No AC, damn it, the hell. Always, apparently. You're never going to have good shogi playing conditions. But yeah, just that scene in the car, that even started to get like a tear or two in my eyes. And then the whole Hinata scene towards the end really brought them out. But yeah, just him in the car and being comforted like that. And damn, and hearing that he's dealt with this his whole life, seeing a little more about him, like clearly his family seems fairly well off. Just the funny little bit with Colonel Sanders and the crews and everything. But yeah, just really got me endeared to that character just from that simple thing. That was really well done. I think we just can get very easily attached and really root for characters who just don't give up. And seeing him keep on trying, even when it seems like you shouldn't, is very respectable. So suddenly I really like him a lot. And of course you have to deal with Ray watching his tears, realizing that that's the face that I'm going to be facing so many times for decades to come. And of course he feels bad about that too. And he just feels trapped in this cycle, and it's done such a good job of getting us into his head. It's only been 3 episodes, but I mean, even in episode 1 alone, it did a great job. But I feel like you can really understand where he's coming from so easily, and without a lot of words. I mean, we've had some of him explaining how he feels, but so much of it you can just tell by his facial expressions, the animation, his actions. They've done a really great job of making him an understandable character. But yeah, watching the shogi once again, even though I have no idea what's happening, they use it to tell this story, to tell like what the other characters are feeling, and to flesh out their relationship. And so it's cool regardless. Like, watching it, I don't really care what pieces are being put where. It doesn't matter. That's not what's important. It's about the dynamic between the two of them, and that was communicated really well, even if you have no idea what's going on in shogi, which of course I do. I know all the moves. I know about the top shogi plays. Every single one. Just goes to show you how good having a rival can be as well. How motivated he is to keep going. He even puts on that strong face at the end and says he'll win next time. Gotta have that motivation to keep going. And so yeah, that was a really great episode. Great stuff for his character. And then we just get him visiting the sisters at the end, so I was like, okay, maybe we'll just hang out for a little bit, have dinner, but didn't expect such an emotional scene. And again, it's simple. It's this girl, she goes out and she cries because of the death of her mother. We know very little details about but it's a very down-to-earth, understandable, relatable thing, but it's just so well done, even this early on, so I can't wait to see what they do as the show goes forward. I was skimming through the episode, just look through it all and get all my talking points, everything that I want to get out there, and I kind of didn't look back at that scene, the crying scene. I kind of skipped around it because I didn't really want to watch it again right now. It's too soon. I don't want to feel that again just yet. I'll listen to it again later because it was really good, but I don't need to hear her crying again right now because it's just a bit too much, I guess. But yeah, for him to have just repressed his emotions the way that he did and feel all these things that he does, I can't wait to see more, to learn more about them and their situation, more about his past, Nikaido, whatever other characters they're going to introduce, because they're doing a great job so far. So whatever they're going to do, I'm here for it. I thought that was a fantastic episode. Let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to see more, check out the Patreon and all that link down below for supporting me and all that stuff. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.